going in. We're going outside. Going out to get some sun. It's time to get some sun. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? You guys okay? We're going out. We're going out. We're going out in the sunshine. If anybody cares, we're going to see some beautiful scenery. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Gotta keep the camera ready and steady. Gotta keep everything. Gotta keep it all together. Yeah. Ooh. To you. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is those cute little dogs. Oh my goodness, they're so well behaved. Yes, they are. And we have one washer that works. How would you like to pay for was advertised as the top of the line amenity? How would you like to pay for the top of the line amenities, and you have one washer that goes on your floor? I wonder how people are still able to get away with the things that are going on. I really wonder. But thank goodness everything has a beginning and an ending. So thank goodness even this will end soon. Yeah, I never thought I would be so happy to leave. Oh, hi, you're in the chat. Angela's, hi. How is your day? Oh, it's going good, my beautiful grandchildren. Hi, Isabella. Hi, hon. I'm feeling so much better just seeing you all. Seeing you all okay. Yeah, the sunshine and fresh air will do miracles, won't it? It just does miracles. When you stay indoors, I mean, it's so easy to just sink off into the wrong mindset. Hello, how are you? Good. Yeah, it's so easy to sink off into the wrong mindset. Whew. I'll tell you, nothing like being out here in this sunshine. Oh, I can even convince myself that I don't really have to do chores. Bye-bye, hon. Take care. Thanks. I can even convince myself that I'm not doing work for the next hour. I'm not looking for any extra work, but I will have to do some price comparison on some of those noise cancellation phones. Noise cancellation phones, I'm going to have to do some price comparison because it really does. It drains every bit of your energy when people just insist on fighting with each other. I don't fight anymore. I don't. If nobody's paying me to go in a boxing ring, hi, how are you? If nobody's going to pay me millions to go in a boxing ring, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, like they used to sing, Joe Tex used to sing. Oh, you all weren't even born way back then, but my screen is so dark I can hardly see anything but welcome in. Grandma's on the mic. I better turn my mic up. Let me turn my mic up for all my lovelies. Oh, yeah. You know, when you get way up towards 100 like me, you don't want to fight anymore. And like Tina Turner said, I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't want to fight anymore. Just peace and quiet. And for the people that are saying, come to Morocco, come to New York, I'm going to think about that long and strong. I really am. I'm going to think about that. Whew. Without regular vacations and entertainment once, I don't mean every weekend, every other weekend. I mean just have a good plan with your friends for at least 1 or 2 days out of the month. It's just fun. It's just fun. It refreshes you. You're a whole new person afterwards. I didn't think that just sitting and cooling off and eating with some senior citizens in LA. And I really couldn't call them senior citizens because I'm either older than 1 or 2 of them or maybe just as old. But none of us were really what you call old because we all ate healthy diets and we still keep eating healthy diets. So your health is your wealth. Is the best thing that you'll ever do for yourself is to just take care of you and let everything else fall in place. You know how women are. We want everybody to be safe and harm-free. Well, yeah, but we can't control other people. So, you know, all you can do is tell them, your part and then keep it moving. You know, just keep it moving. I mean, people will tell you, oh, they'll offer you the world until the stuff hits the fan. When the heat is on, they'll give you the world on a silver platter until the heat is on. When the heat is on them, you may be the first one they start sniping at. Whoa. And I mean, it gets ugly. So, debates, arguments, all that, no. No, just you're harming my health and you're going to pay for every penny of it. They understand that took down the temperature from 100 degrees down to 50. They're halfway calm with their neighbor. Grown people won't change. We can't change them, but when you start talking about burning their pockets, they hear that. They hear that loud and clear. Uh-oh. You know, the water sprinklers got me good the last time I was on the other side. So I want to watch where I go. It's almost like being in the swimming pool. It was so wet. But yeah, when you talk about legal action and health harms and all that, and I'm already a senior citizen, I mean, I'm more active than most of them are just, most of them just sit on their behind and talk on the phone all day and fight with their neighbors. What kind of life is that? Well, I mean, it's so beautiful. It won't cost them a penny to come out here. You can see the mountains even not as well as you normally would. It must be overcast, but you can see the mountains down there. You have your sun and your breeze. You have your theaters, and I mean, you have some of the best people in the world that will, they will tell you all kind of things that are going on. You never know about it. But if you just go to sit on your behind and fight, well, I don't get it. They'll start 6 o'clock in the morning and they'll fight until they don't have any, way to keep their eyes open. They'll just fight all day. They're neighbors, okay? They must live next door or one beneath the other, but they're both close by me, so whatever they heap on each other, I get the overflow. So, the blessed thing about it is that if you worked in the public all your life, it's not new. You see sides of personalities that you never see. You could live a whole lifetime. You'll never see where some people can go with their personality. It will make some of these scary thriller movies, these vampire and all these other monster movies. It will make that look like a hug. I'm serious. It's not an exaggeration. Some people just are so full of rage right now. And people are always telling me, do not go back into the workforce unless you absolutely have to. But what about if you don't have to and you want to? You want to up your game a little bit, I don't know. I think I'm going to be very, very discreet about where I go the next time. Hopefully it will be something that at first I wanted to do some sort of computer work, computer network or something like that, and took every network class that I could take. And I thought, well, okay, then maybe I could just contract and fly around the country or fly around the world and just work on networks. And sure enough, that's something I still want to do. I know it's not going to be easy because you're going to have to give up your life. You will have to give up your life, especially if you're agreeing to all these 6 figures and all of that kind of benefits or whatever. You're going to give up your entire life. So I will be starting probably doing something that I retired from, working, being on 24-hour call and working when at the drop of a dime, whenever there was an emergency in Los Angeles, anywhere. Nobody was going home, you know. I even had probably for the first time in my life, I had a real strong standoff with one of my supervisors, and I would never go over my supervisor's head unless it was really an emergency. But she was the type. That she unnecessarily cruel and mean to people, so she could brag about it. And maybe I gotta let these people go by. Hello. Yeah. She was unnecessarily cruel and mean and thought it was a joke to tell patrol officers, no, you can't take a break. No, you go to this next call. She thought that was something to brag about. She was so cruel to everybody. It got to the point where, even though she was married, to one of the high-ranking supervisors, people were doing drive-bys on her home. It was that serious. It was that bad. But I had to stand up to her bullying. I mean, my mother was in the hospital on her deathbed, and this woman was threatening me. If I took off, I wouldn't be paid for it. Now, how do you tell someone is halfway through their career that has worked at least 2 decades? How do you tell someone they can't be with their own parent while their parent is on their deathbed? And just, this is insanity for a person to feel it's okay to do that to someone. This is really insanity. I mean, that's not the type of thing you can just shut up and walk away from. No, if you do, the tone was just as threatening as it could be, and if you do, you will not get paid for it. Whew. I'll tell you, she was brought to tears. Yeah. Because some of us had real good labor unions. Some of us knew how to stick together and get things done. we knew how to do that. But I'll remember her as long as I live. She would, after all, I called her supervisors and let them know, and they were just shocked. Or they pretended to be shocked. I think they knew what I was talking about. They had probably seen it before. But see if I can get across this light before it turns. But they were just, they were in a huff when I told them what was going on. They're not the ones that were. I mean, after all, you're grown. You've worked together for decades. You're basically family. If you hear somebody's family is dying or sick or injured, something like that, you really feel it. If you've been around them all half of your life. But there are people, they don't have any feelings whatsoever. Wow. There was a man that was so proud of his big family. He would work 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs, and look for overtime. He kept his body real fit and trim. And that woman, she went to the mat to try to get him fired off of one of his full-time jobs. What she didn't know was that most of those kids that he had, I think 16 or more, most of them had law degrees. They had all these different degree professional people. And she didn't care. None, nothing. No. Eveline. I don't know if you all know Eveline from The Wiz. She just did not care. Don't you dare bring me no bad news. Eveline in The Wiz. But she would make sure your life was wrecked. You guys, I'm catching a breeze. I'm going to be beside myself in a minute. I'm catching the sun and the breeze at the same time, not just all the heat and sun. Woo! Oh, they're going to wait? All right. Oh, yeah, I need to get my step game up because I notice I'm getting out of breath just talking on the live, and that's not good. That's not acceptable. That will never do. Well, if my goddaughter is on this live, my plan was to come to you first, come see you first. And then I realized, oh, my vegetables are just about all gone, and supplies and all that. So I'm on my way. I need to go to the farmer's market and get some more leafy greens because it's been a while. And even if I eat one small broccoli spear, fill in the blank, it will cost me for days and days and days, all this excess gas. Just one? I can't even eat one spear. I got the death penalty for that. Oh my God. Somebody's blasting some good music. Oh well. I think I'm going to stay out here in the sun. Normally I take a shortcut through the mall and get out of the sun, but I intend to stay as healthy as I can for as long as I can, to at least 110 or 120. And it only sounds odd and unusual because we don't really know our history and our ancestry. But when we find out all these ancestors that lived here, oh, he's got Chucky on it. He's got Chucky hanging out his back window. Oh, when we find out all these ancestors that we have and never knew about lived to lived in their to their 100s and beyond. So many living into their 90s and beyond. It's not strange to think that we could go that long. No, I think we're wired for that. We just don't know it. We've seen and heard just the opposite. And so that's what we believe. We think, well, any day I could just fall over because I'm 70, or 75 or 76. It's true, you're as old as you feel, and you control how you feel most of the time. So, ooh, it's so sunshiny. If I could turn this camera around, if I could see through this dark screen, turn this camera around, you would not believe the sun. Oh, the trees and the green, the hills with all the green on it. You wouldn't believe it at all. Yeah, I guess I'm so fed up with these neighbors that are fighting each other for the last couple of months, I think. They might have been going a little longer than that because a lot of times I'm just not there. I'm with my godchild, and she knows how to do off days right. She knows some good spots to go to where all the delicious gelato is. Where the quiet, uncrowded beaches are. She knows all of that. But she and I, we have to get out to the private entrance to the LAX airport. I want her to see where the VIPs, where their planes come in behind LAX, the presidents and all of the people that we never see walk through the airport, but they come into LA somehow. So I wanted her to see that area, and it's extra hard to find that, but you could take your car back there and there's roads. Oh, no signal, just turn. Oh, okay. Just jump out on you. There are roads back there you could drive, and there's really no speed limit posted. That doesn't mean that you don't have to obey the speed limit, 55, whatever it is. But there's some roads back there you can just drive, and you may be the only one for the entire time that you're on that road until you go back to where there's traffic. I've been wanting her and the rest of my family to go and see that. But, they keep a full schedule, day and night. They keep a full schedule, so we'll do it one day, I suppose. It's never a day where there's nothing to do. You just have to take a day and say, I'm going to do just Zen things, Z-E-N, Zen things. Just will be a zip. So you have to do that. And then you're going to have to still do some of the things you may not want to do. And welcome in, oh, grannies, cheerings. Welcome in, Granny loves you. Oh, I had a time playing with my neighbor's dogs. Oh, hilarious. Hilarious. The big one was the godfather. He didn't want anybody to step on his dog park. He would growl if anybody stepped on the dog park. And the bulldog, he wanted to sing and they just loved to kiss and lick everything. So I had to go back indoors and wash up again. Only to come back out and then there's some more dogs out there waiting to play. But it makes me want to get some more just like I had years ago. But now they have a list of dogs that you can have in your apartment. And the one I would want would be the Rottweiler, and they definitely won't allow that, or the Doberman. Any dog that they feel is dangerous. But there's ones on the list that they will come for you. Oh my goodness, they'll get so upset and aggressive. I don't think they should be allowed. If you can have a Rottweiler or a Doberman, they shouldn't allow some of these other dogs. But if you want to save yourself a lot of stress, just keep a moving account. Just keep an account so that when you've had enough of can't, when you heard enough of that, whether or not you're ready to pack up your TP completely and move off of their property, at least you'll have a second place to go to in the meantime. But I swear to you all, I don't think anybody has been as patient as I have been, going on nearly 40 years on the same property. And you could name it. Every bold thing, every bold and illegal thing that their property managers could do, they've done it. But don't even let us even think about it, see. Or you're painting it out to be something really horrible, and then that follows you wherever you try to rent. That's going to follow you again. And guess what? They're going to ask for, they need another 1,000 for this and another 1,000 for that. So it's best just to try to keep your, whatever it is, your meditation, your tranquil water meditation that's online. It's best to keep that on your list so you can stay as calm as possible. Today I was able to bring my blood pressure metrics down from 140 over something all the way down to 106 over a low number. And the older school doctors, they would panic and say, no, that's too low. No, that is dangerous. You can't do that. But how could they say that when, until I got a certain age, say like, what's it called, postmenopausal? Until I got postmenopausal, my blood pressure was always low. They couldn't find a pulse. It was always so low. The nurse would panic and, oh my God, can't find a pulse. What's going on here? But that was normal. It just was in their books that people couldn't fit in that category or that range, when for some of us, we never felt better. So, yeah, I understand that a certain low blood pressure will take you down into a coma. I understand that much. But I also know when I feel better, when my blood pressure is down low like that. I was just barely dragging around when it was a 140, and that's where the old school doctor wanted my pressure to be 140, 130. That's good. That's good. This might be good for you, but for me, no. Some of us are meant to move and just go and go for hours and not stop. You know, it's just the way life is. Everybody can't be the same. Uh-oh. I think I'm going in the farmer's market and have to turn this. Hi, thank you. How was your day?
My day's going well. How's yours going?
Good. So far, good.
Glad to hear that. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Yes, Sprouts Market, they really have some good people here. I never had a problem with any of them. Maybe just one lady, she must have worked 2 or 3 jobs because she messed up my receipt a little bit, but who cares? You come in here, you get the top of the line vegetables and fruit. And even if I want to cheat and have something that I normally don't have, I normally don't have certain things. And if I'm craving for them, I'll come here and get it. And then, the consequences aren't that bad. I know how to make sacrifices from other parts of my diet. If I have an imbalance of salt somewhere, then I know I need to get more potassium from banana or strawberries or something like that. And the frozen fruit is good most of the year. Hey, good most of the year. But this time of the year, you get some of the best fresh fruits. So this time of the year, I'm not going to buy too many frozen things that I don't need. If I can get it here fresh. No, boy, so cute. Well, the screen is so dark. I want to say thank you to everybody for rolling with a granny. And I don't know when I'll be back on live, but I gotta turn this volume down, and then I can go in the store. And I know YouTube moderators are so excellent. Thank you, moderators. I'm going in the store now, and there may be a little music that you might have to blur out at the end of this video. But I'm going in so I can see my screen and then turn the live off. Right now I can't see my screen, it's too dark. Oh, the little cute kids are out. Hi, sweetheart. She's just waving. Oh my God, look at her. Looks like she hasn't been walking too long though. How was your day? How is your day going? Oh my dear, it's going pretty good. I hope yours is too. Uh-huh. And hi, Isabella. And Heir of the North. Lover, not a fighter, yes indeed. And Roberto Lozano, 5748, said hi. Hello, Roberto. Beto. How you doing, Beto? Okay. See you next time. Bye-bye.